Hi everyone. Today we are going to do the fifth part of motion of class 9. Last class we had done graph, right? So we found slope, speed, we found by slope of what? Distance time graph. We found displacement time graph, slope will give you what? Velocity, and then we had done area under what velocity time curve will give you displacement, and then we had done area under speed time curve will give you what distance. So these things we had done last class. Today's class will do 2-3 questions on the based of graphs, like we'll find area, we'll find the slope like speed and velocity, we'll as well as we'll find by graphs for what acceleration, and then we will see by graphical method how we'll derive the equations of v is equal to u plus ut, s is equal to ut plus half at square, s is equal to v square is equal to u square plus 2s. Though we had done by what algebra method we had done, but still for school classes we'll have to do by what graphical way. So let's start the class with numerical. Let's see our numerical is there is what the first question here is what suppose this is displacement time graph is given. Displacement time graph is given A, B and C. The question is what here? Find velocity of comment which velocity is highest. Comment which velocity is what highest. So here if you will see, so ultimately we should see what here slope, right? If slope is more, then we can say what velocity is more, right? So we can say if you'll see slope of A is this, slope of B is this, slope of this is theta 1, this is theta 2, this is theta 3. Ultimately tan theta 1 is greater than tan theta 2 is greater than tan theta 3. So we can say velocity of A is greater than velocity of B is greater than velocity of C. That's it. More the theta, more the slope, more the velocity. So one type of question is this. Another question, if you will see here, they can ask these types of questions. Now it is what distance time graph. Distance time graph. This is 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. And let's consider this is 4 seconds. This is 2 and this is 3 meter per second. So this is time and this is what distance. We know what is that? What they are asking here is find the slope of let's remove this question better. I am designed it before itself. Suddenly I gave, so I gave the wrong question. But So we can say now, let's see the question. Distance time curve is there. Right. Now they're asking us what? Let's take speed time curve. Speed time curve. Now you can give the same question. So this is time 0, 1, 2, 3. This is 2. This is also what? 2 meter per second. Now they're asking find what? Area. Find area means what? Distance. Find distance. Find total distance covered. Find total distance covered from 0 to what? 3 seconds. Find total distance covered from 0 to 3 seconds. So if you'll see here, you'll have to find what here? Area. So we can say this will be the area and this is going to be the area, right? This I haven't drawn anything. I just put the time here. So yeah. So now we can say that we'll have to find the area. If you see here, they're asking find total distance from 0 to 3 seconds. So ultimately, area under speed time curve will give you what? Speed time curve area is what? Distance, right? So that is what we want to find. So we can say half, right? If you'll see triangle area, right? Area of a triangle plus area of this rectangle, right? Area of triangle plus what? Area of rectangle, right? This rectangle. So that is going to be what? The distance, right? So area of a triangle is what? Area of a triangle is half base. Base is what here, guys? Base, area of a triangle. Base is how much here? So 2 is the base, right? From here to here. So how much we give? 1. Okay, so 1. Height is how much of a triangle? 2. See, till here is what? 2. Okay, fine. Area of a triangle, rectangle, if you will see, half. Length into breadth, right? Length is how much here? Then breadth, right? So both are what? 2. 2 into what? 2. So it is going to be 1 plus what? 4. So it is going to be 5 meter of distance. You can find by this one. Now the same question, if they'll ask you what? Velocity, then of course we will find displacement is given instead of speed. If suppose they'll ask like velocity will be given, then we can say that find distance. Then let's see. Same question for what? For displacement. Now this thing is given what? As what? Velocity, right? Now area of this, area of triangle is what? Half base into height. This is in negative direction, right? It is a vector quantity, so you have to consider negative. So minus of how much? Minus of 2 into 2. So it is going to be 1, right? And then minus of 4. So minus of 3 meter per second is what? Sorry, minus of 3 meter. It means what? It is downward direction, right? Minus of 3 meter is the displacement. Hope so you guys got it, how to find. Understood properly, right? So this is about what graph questions. We will do more in further classes. Let's do by graphical method. We will prove what are the equations of what? Motion. So in graphical representation, in graph, by graph, if you want to prove, then one thing you will take always is constant. Remember that. velocity and time axis, that is fixed, that is not going to change for sure. Fine. One more thing here, initial speed, like you cannot consider the graph from here. Why? If you consider here by that, from it means here it is 0, right? It means initial speed is what, or initial velocity is 0. And we want all the equation v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square is equal to u square plus 2. Everywhere u is there, right? So you cannot consider by default that from the origin you can't consider, right? So we have to consider somewhere from like little above. Let's consider from here. Correct? That is what we'll have to do. Now we can say, so this is going to be, guys, the final velocity, right? Let's take final velocity. This is what here, u. Correct? Now let's take, this is O, this is A, as it is written in NCERT. By that way I'm doing, right? By this way we can say, we want to find what? First equation, b is equal to u plus 80. B is equal to what, guys? U plus 80, that we want to find. Now think how we can find. So now what we can do here is, we can find, see, slope of velocity time curve is what? Slope of velocity time curve is acceleration. We had done last class. If not, even now also you can see that is not a big deal. So slope of velocity time curve is what? Acceleration. Guys, we want to find acceleration. Let's take this theta we want to find. Right, ultimately slope means we will have to find what, guys? Tan theta. Tan theta is what? Perpendicular by base. Let's consider this triangle. Yes. So BC by what, guys? BC by, we can say, AC. Right? Yeah. Okay. Can we write BC as BD minus of DC? Yeah. What is the problem? By what? AC. AC we can write what? OD. Okay. BD is what, guys? From BD. How we wrote BD? Ah, yeah. BD is this. So that is what? Final velocity. Okay. DC is what, guys? DC is initial velocity, right? By what? OD is what? Time. And tan theta will give you what? Acceleration. Right? Now I'm finished. AD is equal to V minus of U. So V is equal to U plus of, wait, write properly. V is equal to U plus what? AD. How? This I took this direction, that's it. So now we can say we got the equation V is equal to U plus AD. How easy it is? Just I took a slope of what? Slope of this velocity time curve. We identified that. We put all the values. We got this. BC, what I did here? BC I wrote BD minus of DC. So remaining is what? BC. That is what I did. Then what? Minus of DC, right? DC is what? Down. So initial velocity. OD is what? Here? Time. Then I did. Right? So by this way we can do this derivation. Yes. So the next derivation, if you will see, that is what? S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is equal to ut plus what? Half at square. This we will have to derive. Okay. Same thing as I told. One thing is constant always. Velocity time curve, right? Velocity time curve, which came already, right? Again, the same thing. What? Velocity, initial velocity, we cannot take 0 by default, right? So fine. And as an initial velocity, I am not taking 0. Okay. So here we can write what? U. Okay. And then we can say this point is what, guys? Final velocity. Okay. This is what here? The time covers. The same way, right? This is final velocity, right? Let's consider this is 0. This is O, A, B, C, and D. Same thing. Same thing you are supposed to consider here. Velocity time curve. But the thing is what now? If you want to find from velocity time curve, if you want to find displacement, then you are supposed to find what? Area, right? area under velocity time curve, area under VT curve will give you what? Will give you displacement, right? So area under VT curve. What is the VT curve here? Area and area of area under, we can, let's write it, area under velocity time curve of what? We can say O A B C D, O A B C D, kind of a track region, right? So one triangle we can consider by this way. So one triangle and this is a rectangle, that's it, right? So area under VT curve of what? O A B C D. Okay. So area under the curve will give you what? Displacement, fine. So we can say displace area under the curve. If you will see, we can say half area is what here? Half base into height, right? Of this triangle. Area of what? Area of triangle A B C plus what? Area of triangle, area of rectangle, area of rectangle A O A C D. This is equal to the total area, right? That is what displacement. Area of triangle, let's consider now. Half base. Base is how much here, guys? Of a triangle. We can say AC. Okay. Into what? Height? Base into height. Height is what? BC, right? Into BC. Okay. And area for rectangle is what here? Half. And then what? We can say CD, right? Or OA, anything. CD into what? OD. Okay. Sorry, Y half. Length into breadth. So now AC we can write as what? AC is what? OD. OD is what here? OD, right? We can write BC. BC as what we can write here? Again the same thing. BD minus of what? BD minus of DC. BD minus of DC plus of what? CD. CD is what here? CD is what? CD and OD. CD is how much here? U, right? Multiplied by what? OD is what here? T. Okay. UT, right? Okay. BD minus of DC. BD is what here? Let's write now these things also. OD. OD is how much here? T. Okay. Plus what? BD. BD is what? Final velocity. DC. DC is what? U plus what? U into T. Okay, let's go to the next page. So area, total area is going to be half time V minus UT. Half time V minus UT plus what? Plus UT. Right? Okay. Guys, V is equal to U plus AT. So V minus U is equal to AT. Correct? From that we can write half time into what? AT plus what? UT. This is what? Displacement, right? Area under the curve. So half, guys, AT square plus what? UT. So S is equal to, now see, UT plus what? Half AT square. Finished. That is what we want to find. Hope so you guys got it. Right? Draw with the circle. That is going to be more easy for me. That's it. Easy, right? What I did? Nothing. Area we found. That's it. Again, for the next derivation, also the same thing we are going to do. Two things are constant. One is what? VT curve. Boring now, right? Velocity time curve. You'll get bored by doing. Again, the velocity cannot start from what? U. So U is here, right? Then what? Final velocity. Same thing. O, A, B, C, D. That's it. Now what? Again, you want to find V square is equal to what? U square plus what? 2S. Right? This we want to find from here also, right? So We can say here one more thing is what area under this, right? We can write area is equal to area of a trapezium. Okay, area of trapezium. Trapezium is what here? O A B D. That's it. Area of trapezium is what? Sum of parallel side. Sum of parallel side. Right? Sum of parallel side into what? Height. That's it. Sum of parallel side is what here, guys? Sum of parallel side is what? A. Right? What is that? Sum of parallel side is what here? So sum of parallel side is what here? OA plus what? OA, right? Then what? BD into what? Into height, right? Height is how much here? Height. Half into sum of parallel side, right? Into what? Height. Height is how much here? OD. That's it. Okay. OA is how much here, guys? OA is U, right? BD is what? V into what? Time T. That's it. Now, what we can do? Again, the same equation. V is equal to U plus AD. So V minus U by A is equal to T. That's it. Now we can say half U plus V into what? Time. Time value is V minus U by A. Area is ultimately what? Displacement. Finished. Now we can say that what? 2AS will go that side. Why this is yeah, minus, right? Yes. So let's write here. S is equal to half sum of parallel side U plus V into what? V minus U by A. So this 2A I took here, 2A's. Then what? U square. Let's consider here what? V square minus of what? U square. Right? V square minus of what? U square. That's it, guys. Right? So V square minus U square is equal to 2S. So we got the equation again what we were looking for. Right? Or we can say this will take, that's a V square is equal to U square plus 2S. Anyway, you write, you got the answer, right? So these are the ways by what? By graphical way we can derive it. Now we are going to see uniform circular motion. What we are going to see now? Uniform circular motion. So if you see uniform circular motion, then one thing we can say for sure, infinite radius will be there, right? Okay, let's consider radius. What is the meaning of uniform circular motion? A particle moves in a circular path without changing its acceleration. Or leave that with the same circle, right? Suppose fan. If you switch on the fan, then what will happen? Like this, right? So slowly the speed is first initially the speed is slow, and then finally what will happen? It will increase, right? And then it will become constant. So after 5 minutes, what will happen? It will become constant. That is known as uniform circular motion. But when it is changing, that is not uniform circular motion. Got it? Pakka? Let's see. So uniform circular motion means what? Velocity is constant, but there is acceleration. Remember that. Velocity is constant, but still acceleration not equal to 0. You guys will say, are you mad? Velocity is constant, then acceleration should be 0, right? But there is a problem. When you will tie in a road, like if you will tie like this something, some mass you tie on a thread and then you're doing like this, it means what? There is a force which is acting on the mass m, which is compelling, which is saying to the mass m that what you are supposed to move in this circle, which means one force is acting towards the circle, right? If there is a force, there is acceleration. So by that way, we can give one reason. Again, you listen. Suppose one magnet is here, an iron nail is here. If it is rotating here like this, it means this electron, one force is acting towards the center, so that what electron is revolving towards this, right? Sorry, towards this magnet, that iron nail is revolving. It means there is a force which is acting toward the center. And if force is there, there will be acceleration, right? It is impossible that what force is there and acceleration is not there. Hope so you guys got it. It means one force is acting toward the center, which is compelling, which is saying to the particle that no, you are supposed to move toward the direction of what? Toward the direction of, like, you are supposed to move in a circle. One way is to give answer this. Second way, whenever you want to find, for any vector quantity, if you want to find what direction, then you are supposed to draw tangent. Tangent is what, guys, you learn in a circle, that what tangent means, what it touches just one point. So tangent gives direction. Let's see, suppose the particle is revolving like this, we consider here a tangent. Let's consider again another particle. So let's consider like this, it is just touching at this point, particular point here, and then particle is revolving like this, so we can say it is going in this direction. Now, if a particle is revolving, there is some magnitude. Magnitude of velocity is already present, right? Magnitude, acceleration, if you will see, two things are required. One is what, guys? Magnitude of velocity. Another is what, guys? A direction. The both things are there. Then of course, how magnitude is there? If it is revolving, there is some velocity, constant, right? Let it be constant, but still there is some magnitude, right? Second thing is what? We can say that when you will draw a tangent, it will give you direction, right? Direction is also there, bro. Magnitude is also there. So we can say there is acceleration present there. Hope so you guys got what I'm trying to say. So whenever there is direction and there is magnitude, it means there is an acceleration. So you can write one statement here, that right now one statement. Uniform circular motion is accelerated motion. Is what? Accelerated motion. Why? Direction is changing. What is changing, guys? Direction is changing, right? If direction will change, then what will change? Velocity will change. Velocity will change, then what will change? Acceleration will be there. It will be what? Accelerated. 3CI rule. Accelerated. It is what? Accelerated motion. That's it. That is, it means what? It is in acceleration, right? There is acceleration in a particle. Okay. Let's see a little more. If a particle is moving in a circular path, then we can say its distance is how much, guys? Distance is ultimately what? Circumference of a circle, right? If you want to find velocity, speed, you can't find velocity. Velocity is going to be 0, right? Because it is moving in a circle, so displacement is 0, right? So speed is how much, guys? Speed is what? 2 pi r. Time is how much here? T. That's it. Finished. So time is what? Speed is 2 pi r by what? Time. So circumference by time will give you what? Speed here, right? So by these way you can do the sums. We'll do next class complete numericals on this, as well as there will be more graphs also. Graph questions we'll do. Then we'll start. We'll discuss more on this. Till here you guys revise. Do those derivations, practice by yourself. That matters a lot in physics. Okay, then you guys revise.